for Minister Dr. Patricia James. Amen.
Come on, let's give God some glory in this house. Come on and give God some glory. Don't you know you burn some calories when you praise God? Don't you know that you can step it off? Every time you come in the house, you can just move. You can be intentional about your health and wellness. And I would just like to thank our speaker before me because he set us up. And he set us up to tell us about nutrition. The fitness portion of it, is 80% nutrition and 20% of your physical fitness. And it takes all of it working together. And I'm so grateful, and I just want to acknowledge Apostle Mose and his wife and BlackNursesRock. For each and every one that is in here today, I'm Pastor Patricia James, and I am pastor and founder of My Heart to You Healing and Deliverance Community Church, where our vision is we live by faith. We're known for love. We are an equipping ministry, and we exist as a beacon of hope as we transform lives through the healing and deliverance ministry of Jesus Christ, because we are founded on love. And so I'm just so honored to be here because this is my passion. And everyone needs to find your passion. And God had given me a mandate for Faithfully Favored and Fit. He said, I want you to empower, ignite, and activate each and every one that you come in contact with, not to look at somebody else and make a determination or to compete with somebody else, but I want you to know that you are enough and you are fit for the kingdom. Because you can look at the outer exterior and you can judge someone of their fitness, but you don't know that internal. My highest weight, I was weighing almost 300 pounds. But you know what? I'm comfortable in my skin where I'm at now. And so I want to encourage everyone to go and get your annual, go get your physical, because when you go and do that, you're going to look at all of your numbers. You're going to know what's going on, whether your sodium is too high, whether your cholesterol is too high, your glucose, and then you have an opportunity that you can make some changes. And so that's what I'm here to talk about, nutrition and wholeness for life. And my approach to nutrition, I say I'm Dr. Pat, I'm the fat nutritionist, and that's P-H-A-T, physically healthy and transforming. And so you be comfortable where you are. Don't judge me, and I don't judge you, because I don't know what's under your skin. So you make sure that you know all about you, because God told me, he said, I want you to build champions for Christ. And building champions is about you. Every individual in here, you may have to make a determination of where you are through a self-examination. And so when I was talking about, it's in my book, Faithfully Favored and Fit, 5 Power Principles to Excel in While You Serve. And so it's 2 bonuses at the end. And in chapter 17, the bonus is I fit for the kingdom. And so we want to get fit. When you talk about fit, we use as a definition, we want focus, we want to have impact, and it's going to cause transformation. How many of you know that a change is not a change until you change? And so we want to look at behavior modification. And Matthew 6:33 says, the first thing you need to do is seek ye first the kingdom of God. Regardless, we seek God for money, we seek God for houses and land. Can we seek God for our health? Can we seek him and say, God, I desire to be healthy? Because 3 John verse 2 said, beloved, I wish above all these things that I may prosper and what else? Be in health, even as my soul prosper. So nutrition and wholeness of life. Are you fed up with overeating or all strung out from those yo-yo dieting? How many of you heard about all those different types of diet? We probably can name about 20 of them. So I don't talk about diet because I don't want you to die from it. So it always going to be a live it plan. So nutrition and wholeness is a healthy lifestyle change. It's offered no quick fixes. It's not going to happen. Those diets that say you can lose 11 pounds in 3 days, yeah, you lose all your fluids. and all of your electrolytes going to be off balance, and then you may gain back 15 pounds. It takes a decrease of 500 calories every day for 7 days to lose 1 pound. Did you hear? A decrease of 500 calories. But you know, there's ways that you can decrease. If you're drinking sodas, and if you give up just drinking that soda, then you can see, just if I'm going to change a behavior, this is something I want to do the rest of my life. Because we need to get real in here. I'm your reality dietitian. That you're going to eat some fried chicken every now and then. You're going to eat some of those other foods, but you got to try to fit it in. If you eat fried foods 3 times a week, let's decrease it to 1 time a week. But you got to find a plan that you can live with, because I want you to live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. So it says there are probably a few hundred reasons that might motivate you to care for yourself and be healthy. Here are 4 reasons, and I want to motivate you. See, God gave me the mandate to empower, to ignite, and to activate you, because it's all about you. And when we're talking about a healthy lifestyle change, it's on an individual basis. Yes, it's good to have the groups, it's good, but we have to get down to the triggers. And I had to find out what triggered me to want chocolate chip cookies. Was it something that happened to me that day, or was it something that somebody said to me? Find out what your triggers. And then you have to realize that when you go to sleep at night, that you have to break the fast. And when you talk about metabolism, especially for the female, you need to break the fast. You need to put some fuel in the tank. In order to jumpstart your metabolism, you need to put some good, nutritious food in your body an hour and a half after you get up, because you need some fuel. And so your metabolism is going to start burning. And see, there's a lot of people on a fad diet. They're going to decrease to 400 calories, 600 calories. And what they're doing is they're literally starving themselves to death. And God, in his unique design for us, he said, you're fearfully and you're wonderfully made. He said, you know what? Mankind can be so stupid sometimes. He said, when they're trying to starve this body, he said, I cause them not to lose any weight. Have you been to that place that you done starve yourself so? And then you're not losing anything because you need some food in your body. So to jumpstart, just think about if you kept driving your car and you didn't put any gas in the tank, it's going to stop after a while. And you even have to do a little maintenance sometimes. So you got to jumpstart your body. You got to break the fast. You've been asleep all night. And your body is saying, I need something. And every few hours, I need to put some healthy nutrition in my body that's going to keep my metabolism high. A lot of people have the misperception that I can't eat, or I'm going to do all of these protein drinks. I done been there. How many of y'all, be honest? Let's be honest, have us to be honest. How many of y'all have done all those yo-yo diets? No protein drinks. I did it. I did all of those diets. I had to get to the place. First, you got to start loving yourself where you are and find out that you are enough. And then it's change your mind, because in Romans 12:2 it says, do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be ye transformed. And you got to renew your mind. You got to think things positive. You got to get up every day and look in the mirror and say, girl, you know you look good. Girl, we're going to have a great day today. Girl, you know you're fearfully and you're wonderfully made. You continue to speak positive confession, because if you keep saying negative, I'm fat, my clothes don't fit, then I'm going to go in the refrigerator and I'm going to eat some more food. But you got to start loving yourself where you are. And it took me a long time to love myself where I'm at, because you can become invisible. But I want you to know right where you are enough, and start moving forward. And he said he wants you to forget some things. And as you're forgetting those things, he said, I want you to reach. And see, and reach for something good. Reach for more fruits, more vegetables. If you want to increase something, increase your vegetables. Because a standard cup of raw vegetable is like 25 calories and 5 grams of carbohydrates. I know everybody on the carbohydrate craze. But you know what? I need enough carbohydrates so I can think and I can function. Yeah, it's okay to do it so long. And you know, they have the keto diets. But do you know I'm a renal dietitian also? And then you're going to put so much pressure on your kidneys because everything that go in your body got to go through the kidneys to be filtered out. And you're going to leave a lot of that stuff in your body. So it's balance. We're talking about behavior modification. You don't need as much protein as you think you need. Take your weight, divide your weight by 2.2. You're changing it into kilograms. And then you times that by 0.8. And it will give you an estimation of how many grams of protein that you need a day. And you think about in those premier protein. I get up and I would drink some of that. That's 30 grams of protein. And then you drink another one. Then you get this big piece of baked chicken, baked fish, and you end up with 150 grams of protein or more. Do your body really need all of that protein? And you know, if we consume a balanced diet, if we consume enough fruits, enough vegetables, enough healthy grains, we would need all of these vitamins. Let me tell you, it's a market out there that they are selling to you so that you can think that I'm not going to get what I need. And what I found out, because how many of y'all have been to I don't know about y'all, but I used to go to that diet clinic, and I said just had to have that B12 shot because I'm going to get jump started. But you know what? If you don't have a true B12 deficiency, then it's just like water in your vein. But because that's what the market is telling you. You need to do this, you need to do that. What do you think Grandma and Grandpa did? I mean, and they ate those eggs, and you know, we want to watch our cholesterol, but one thing that they did that we're not doing, that they worked, hard labor. They walked. They got up, as simple as get up off the sofa and go and turn in the TV. Now we can use the remote control. Everything a remote control. And we used to walk around the block. We walk down the street, but now no, you get in a car and you drive just less than a half a block and check the mailbox. Yeah, back it out. So you got to be intentional. Gwen is my minister of health and wellness, and we have health and wellness every Wednesday. A part of the vision that God gave me at My Heart to You, He gave me 5 facets. We're going to talk about faith and family. We're going to talk about fellowship. We're going to talk about fervent prayer. And then every 4th Sunday, we have Fitness Sunday. You know, we may be a little unorthodox, but I'm going to do it the way God gave it to me to do. Because He said He wants us to be whole in every area. Your mind, your body, and your spirit. So we talk about nutrition. Not only talk about nutrition, we actually get up and we get physically active. And what it does is train our children that this is a part of the normal behavior that we should have. So back to, He said the 4 reasons you should be motivated and glorify God. You're taking care of your body, His temple, you're being a good witness. So some of the transparent question, how well are you taking care of yourself? You're taking care of everybody else. And if you look at all these boards, the high blood pressure, you're taking on so many things. You know, a question was asked about sodium. The recommended guideline for sodium is 2,300 milligrams a day. That's 1 teaspoon. And so anything that you can prepare quickly, it contains a lot of salt in it. When you're getting that soup, when you can make that good old-fashioned homemade soup, all of that contains a lot of sodium. And what that body is going to do is going to hold on to that water, and it'll cause that blood pressure to go up. And then the blood pressure can cause the heart disease. The heart disease can cause the stroke. So there are some things that we can do. What can you do? Gradual changes. And then we see understanding heart diseases. Your heart is a muscle. So if your heart is a muscle, then you need to work that body. And you need to change the way, because your heart has the vessels that go in through. And the blood want to go through your veins very easily. But then when you eat all of that fat, we have the unsaturated fat, the monounsaturated fat, the polyunsaturated fat. Those are liquid at room temperature. But when you get that good old-fashioned Crisco shortening, that Lord, that solid at room temperature, you melt it down, it melts, and you fry that good old chicken, and then it go back into that solid state, and what it does, it build up that plaque. And here's that blood is trying to get through the vein, and it's not, and it's causing your heart to beat so fast. It's causing a problem. And so it's going to cause your heart to become sluggish, and you'll set yourself up for a heart attack. So you can change your behavior. You can cut all of the visible fat from that pork chop. Before you do that chicken, skin that chicken. Pull all that fat, because it's a lot, and you got to watch that chicken, because they've been pumped up with some steroids. So the biggest chicken, have y'all seen a big old chicken? And you know what steroids do to you. Steroids going to blow you up. So if you're consuming those big old chicken, that steroid, some of those elements are still going into your body. So it's nothing like a yard chicken.
There you go.
Y'all remember about those yard chicken? And ring that neck? Yeah. And I want all of y'all to look at this right here. These are some things that you can do. Look at the sugar in these certain drinks. A lot of us, we're eating healthy. We eat 3 meals a day. We're baking, broiling, grilling, roasted, steaming, anything except for frying it. We are exercising, but then we're drinking all of these calories. And you see all of that sugar. Every gram of carbohydrates is 4 calories. Every gram of protein is 4 calories. But back to the gram of fat, every gram is 9 calories. So you get double, and you get a concentrated amount. And you'll gain weight quicker because you're eating all of that fat. But you need to look at this. You need to drink your water. Drink at least 8 cups a day, and it's going to help flush out some of those impurities. Your body needs water. And so make sure you're drinking enough water. And then we look at diabetes. And that's where you have to balance your carbohydrates. But if you try to eat a meat, a protein, and a good starch with some fiber in it. And that fiber is going to help slow down your blood sugar. So get you some whole wheat product. Stay away from some of the white. And you see, I'm just giving you just tips. I'm not saying here's a plan, A, B, C, D. No, everyone is individual. If you can make gradual changes, they're going to last a lifetime. If you can make one change every week and stick with that change, just think about if you decrease 500 calories or exercise and walk. If you don't do nothing but walk in place, get your 10,000 steps. And then, and the cumulative total is going to be 500 calories. Think about it now. It's slow, but you can lose 52 pounds in a year. Can you imagine that? But that's going to be intentional, being consistent. But when we're saying fit, we're saying that F is focus, follow one course until successful. Behavior modification. That I is the impact. We want to make an impact on our life. That I mean, I want to be intentional. I want to be inspirational. That M is that what I'm going to do, I'm going to write it down because I want to be able to measure what I do. Back there, you'll see portion sizes. You need to get familiar with reading food labels, knowing about portion sizes, and then you can measure what you're doing. It's too far over there. But in my little container, I'll show you later that, bring it to me. When we're talking about portion size, you may not always have your measuring cups, but these are some things that you can look at, a deck of cards, and you look at it in the palm of your hand. Hold your hand out. And see, that's approximately 3 ounces, that deck of cards. So when you go and you get your food or your meat, Make sure it's no larger than this. Don't supersize it. And when you go in and you're doing your salad, just think about it. I want you to put this in your eyesight, that this is 1 ounce of cheese. And you know, cheese is going to have carbohydrates and fat. It's good for you, but too much of anything is not good. And then if you look at this here, you think about grapes. A serving size is like 15 grapes. Or it could be a 12-ounce serving size. And you just look at it eyeball. Because you know, I don't know what y'all, I like those green grapes, those seedless. And you just sit there and eat the whole pack of grapes. They good for you, but too much of anything is not good for you. So just start eyeballing this. And when you go out and get that steak and that baked potato, see, this is the size you should be looking for your baked potato. Because otherwise you're going to get a whole lot of potato, a lot of starch. Then you're going to put that butter, and you're going to put some sour cream. Some people put cheese on there and your chives and all that. Girl, you already got a full meal. That baked potato. But look at this size here. Think about that. Now this here's an eye opener. They may not make matches like this anymore. Think about when you're looking at your salad dressing. Ooh, suck it now. Say it ain't so. That salad dressing, you got your lettuce, you got your cucumbers, you got your bell peppers, tomatoes. Oh, you got this powerful, good, healthy salad. Then you pour this oil on there. And this is a standard serving size. Think about it now. Even if you're making a sandwich and you put mayonnaise on it, mayonnaise is considered a fat. So you should have this much on the top and this much on the bottom, but totally that's all. See, I just want you to visualize what you're putting in your body. And then when you're looking at bread, these are things you have at home, you know, because they make all types of breads now. So this is like one slice of bread. So if you don't have you're not going to have your cups with you, but you can visualize and see whether I'm eating too much. And see, because when you do those buffets, if you can't control yourself, can you control yourself at a buffet? If you can't control yourself at a buffet, my tip is to stay away from the buffet. I order my meal and I order because I know what's on that plate. Because if I get to that buffet, because we went to a buffet when we were in New Orleans. I hadn't been to a buffet in a long time. And you can see, oh, they got good, this good, that good, but you're not getting your balanced food. So, and then I said, oh my God, they got the chocolate chip cookie. You know, because it's a buffet. But if you can't control the portion and you're not able to make those good choices, stay away from the buffet. You can sit down and eat over 5,000 calories at one time. Say it ain't so. Go and get you that 2-all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickle, onion on a special seed bun. Go ahead and get your French fry. You know, you go do it, they're gonna supersize that thing up. And you right there probably done over 3,000 calories. And then they're gonna say, you want your drink supersized? And you see all that sugar you took in? So don't supersize. And I had to break them to have it. They said, oh, would you like that? How would you like that? I said, I want it regular. They said, you want it large? I know. I said, I want a regular order. They're going to automatically, subtly put you into another larger category because they're trying to sell you. And this is what we talked about, the cholesterol. And then the cholesterol is a hidden source in so many different areas. So y'all can look at all of these boards. I don't want to overdo my time, but on my table, I have different portion sizes. I have information about my plate. And you can go to myplate.gov and find a lot of information. You can also have information about your BMI. But I want to warn you about the BMI because I have seen people that you would think almost anorexia, and it's saying that they may be overweight. So I want you to find the best version of you. You'll be amazed at just losing 10 pounds, what it'll do for you. See, and that's why it has to be on an individual basis. And I also have a brochure, In My Heart to You Professional Nutritional Consulting Services. And it's some of the things that I have been blessed and fortunate to do in my own private practice. And if y'all need more information, please give me a call, my information on here. Or if you would like to exercise with us, we work out every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. And we do Fitness Sunday every fourth Sunday. So I'd just like to thank Apostle Mose, and I'd like to thank Pam and BlackNursesRock for having me. Are there any questions? I was going to get my ball and throw it out to you and then let you talk back to me, but I said I better not do that. You know I'm a pastor too, so I believe, you know, he said he was wounded for our transgression. He was bruised for our iniquities, and the chastisement of peace is upon you, and with his stripe you're healed. I have seen it reverse. I worked in dialysis and I saw it reverse. I saw people literally on dialysis that they came off of dialysis. You know, we start praying that the GFR is going to increase that glomerular filtration rate. So you got to start praying specifically about what's going on. That's why I say you got to know your values. Go to your doctor. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor so I can know how to pray specifically. I went and they told me one lab was out. I'm like, what? I said, we got to redo this lab. So I went back. So you can't judge a book by its cover. You know how with David, he was a little ruddy one. They didn't even think that he even had a right to. But you know, man may look at the outer appearances, but God is going to look at the heart. But you start praying in that area. We had Fitness Sunday turned into Miracle Sunday on Sunday. God, he shifted. He said, I want you to feel in your mind, your body, your spirit. Somebody came in with a sling on their arm. And we started praying. We had someone who'd been out, and she had blood clots. And the clot had gotten so hard, they didn't know how she was living. But God moved that vein where the blood can go in a different route. And through her testimony, this other woman was sitting back there. God said, shift and go and pray for her. And by the end of the service, she was raising her hand and praying the Lord. So yes, it can be reversed. My son was diagnosed with cancer in 2009. And I believe God, and I prayed and I sought God. And I told him like Hezekiah, you know, I put my face to the wall and I reminded him. And my son has been cancer free. He's in remission and been in the military 20 years. He's in Korea right now serving. So yes. Who report are you going to believe?
All right, go ahead.
But you got to find out what the report says. We too afraid. I want everybody to go do your annual. But we're afraid to get the report. We need to know specifically what area we need to work on. We don't need to be ignorant concerning what's going on about this body. You don't look like what you've been through. Glory to God.
I used to be like 190 on my way to that. But I had to change. I had to stop drinking weight like I drank a lot of juice and water, and I walked.
Yes. And see, that's simple. You didn't have to buy a gym membership. You didn't have to go nowhere. You could do that at home. And see, and you made me think that, because I had to shift some things about myself in the last few months because of some chronic pain. You wouldn't believe I had surgery a couple of weeks ago. But God.
Man.
And when they got the report before I went to Louisiana last week, they said, it's clear. You don't have to come back until your annual the next year. That's why I'm an advocate. You better go and check yourself out. Don't allow that stuff to stay in you and all of a sudden, like what done happened? You don't see some signs and symptoms. So make sure you go and get your annual.
Yes.
Any other questions?
If you don't do that, what she telling you is right. Because after I had that stroke,
Come up here.
Okay. This is me over your gun. I'm gonna be short. I can't feel anything on this side. I don't feel anything. You're gonna be like, you'll end up like this. I had a stroke on my right side. Right here, you can pinch. I can't feel nothing. And that's what stroke left. I can't feel nothing. I don't feel anything. And
That's
how I
still
feel.
God. But God's still here. You're still able to use that. Any other questions about nutrition, about fitness?
Yes. My grandson, he had to have a treatment. He was going to die. But he came to me one day, he said, "Mama, I don't want to go there anymore." I said, "Let me go to God alone." And I went to God, and God kept showing me his kidney in his accident. And God did it exactly that. I mean, they fought against me, they had tears running down my cheek. But I believe the word of God.
Hallelujah.
And I stood right there, no matter what they said, but I stood on his word.
Glory.
And his word can't lie. His word ain't coming back wrong. But it's going to accomplish what he's got it out to do.
Thank you, Lord.
And I stood there. And God gave him that kidney. People got angry with me. Told me my child died waiting on the kidney. How did he get one?
Yeah. Oh. Get my book, Faithfully Favored and Fit, and just see how the favor of God as you serve and as you. I don't want the preacher to get out. but that's what I'm talking about. But you still need to know your body. And God has given me a mandate to build champions for Christ. In order to build champions, we're going to have to know about our own body. He said, "Nay, in all things, you're more than a conqueror." Can you stand to your feet and let us make this declaration? I do it the way God gives us. Say, Father, I thank you that I am enough. I thank you that I am fearfully and wonderfully made in you. I thank you that you said, "Beloved, I wish above all things that I prosper, be in health, even as my soul prosper." I thank you that I no longer conform to the patterns of this world, but I am being transformed by the renewing of my mind, that I may prove what is a good, acceptable, and perfect will. Father, I thank you that I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, and I'm prospering in the things of you. And I fit for the kingdom. And I am enough. Come on and give God some praise in this house. Hallelujah, because you can have what you say.
Y'all, let's go ahead and give Minister and Dr. Patricia James a hand for the praise one time. Amen. Wonderful job. Wonderful job. That's wonderful. Hey, look, BlackNursesRock, they're the one that put this thing together. Amen. All I did was talk to Pam. I said, "Hey, we need a help done." She said, "I can do it." She called me back with a whole line and I didn't have to do nothing. Amen. So we're going to give BlackNursesRock a chance to come and speak. They would like to say something. Also the president. Please sit down again, President. Sorry. President of BlackNursesRock. Tell me your name again. Agnes White. That's what it was. I thought it was Will had that one. White. Agnes White. Give me a hand for the praise, man. BlackNursesRock.
Thank God for everyone who's here. And as the minister has said, thank you all for letting us come and have the opportunity to present the health fair. Pam is our Crawford. She's our Vice President of BlackNursesRock. So we're here, and our organization is a group of nurses, and we do go around and try to make sure that we educate the community, and that's our mission. So we're thankful that you all open your doors and allowed us to come and be of service and to bring this health fair today. Okay, so what we do have at this time, we do have some door prizes that we want to give away. And our door prizes are on behalf of Dr. Pat. Dr. Pat has her wonderful book that she has talked about today. And so there will be, she's giving away 2 books. So we have 2 books, so we will be raffling off 2 books. So can I have one young lady to come pull a ticket for me? Did everybody put a ticket in the cup? Okay. So let one more person put their name in the cup. And also, if you do not be fortunate enough to win a book, you can go over to Dr. Pat's table. She is personally autographing her book, so you can purchase her book today. She has a fantastic sale that she's has, I think it's 40% off. So you can purchase the book if you're not fortunate to be one of the lucky winners today, or blessed winners. So, and also, so we will be raffling off the 2 books, and also the nutritionist that we had, well, the Fit Kit, Lorenza Ferguson, that prepares the meals, the week of the meal prep. We also will be raffling that off as well. So there will be one person that will benefit from that raffle. Okay, everybody ready?
Yay! Yay! Everybody go to the truck here.
Our winning ticket goes to, the number is the last 4 digits, 2141. 2141. The last 4 digits is okay. You are the recipient of a book by Dr. Pat. Awesome. Faithfully favored and fit. Congratulations. So our second drawing will be the meal prep. Okay, so let's do the second book first, okay? So our second book goes to, second book goes to ticket number 2150. 2150. Okay, 2150. Last name looks like Williams.
Yeah. We already have a book, so we'll pull another number.
Okay, so we can pull another number. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Our number is 2152. 2152. Shalice. Okay, wonderful. What are you trying to say? Okay, so our third drawing will be for the week of meal preps. No, right. Okay, so the lucky winner for the meal prep goes to last 4 digits 2148. 2148.
What that mean? I just spoke.
Yes! All right. Awesome. You get into existence. That's what you do. Okay, we will. We have to get that. It's from Mr. Lorenzo Ferguson. Could not be here today, but we will get that to you.
Everybody get in there.
I have it. Mhm. I have it. We'll get it for you. All right. Lucky winner. Awesome. And again, we want to thank you all. We thank you all for inviting us, and hopefully we will come back again and make it even bigger and better for our next occasion. So thank you all, and just want to thank our guests. Thank Dr. Pat, and also Mr. Godwin, Terrence Godwin, and to you all that came out to participate. Wonderful. We all enjoyed it. And thankful to Apostle Mose for inviting us as well.
Hey man, y'all come up and give him another clap of praise. Hallelujah. Amen. Thank God, amen, for them coming out. I know the weather look kind of bad, amen, but how do you know we still got to push on? Amen. Amen. So thank God for coming out, amen, with their little can in their books. Amen. And, amen. I suggest y'all to buy one. They like $15.
Amen.
Amen. So get a name and number. Can't afford them, amen, do get one, because, amen, we as Christians, amen, we do everything but the right thing. Amen. And the right thing is to work out and eat right. Amen. Amen, y'all. We sitting up here listening to this good stuff, but soon we leave.
Go ahead.
We're going by buffet, McDonald's, House, fried chicken, Burger King, Red Lobster. Amen. Seafood place, cravings, and meatballs, and the Chinese place.